I haven't made a pregnancy video in a while. Everything was normal with my pregnancy up until recently. I think the last time that I made a pregnancy vlog, I was like 12, 13, 14 weeks along, and I'm now 20, so I've skipped quite a few videos, and I said that I wasn't gonna do this, but you know, life gets in the way and you just don't have time to do it. Like right now, for instance, I'm hiding in my bathroom so my kids can't find me, because if they do, they're gonna interrupt the video by probably, you know, coming to tell me that they're fighting over something. So I'm hiding in the bathroom so I can make this video. Anyway, everything up until recently was normal with my pregnancy. I finally got over my morning sickness, I was feeling fine, everything was going great, and then all of a sudden, one night, well, it wasn't even night, one day I woke up, I didn't feel good at all. It didn't feel good for the rest of the day. And I got really dizzy and really shaky, and I just about passed out. So that was scary enough, and I wasn't feeling good enough. I wasn't feeling good from that. But like an hour before my husband got home, I started cramping really, really bad. And then I went to the bathroom, and when I wiped, I had like this, it was kind of like a mucusy discharge tinged with blood. And I had lost my mucus plug before in a previous pregnancy, so I knew what it looked like, and I knew that this is what it looked like, and I was freaking out. And as soon as my husband got home, we went to the hospital, because if you're losing your mucus plug, especially if it's blood tinged, it's not really a good sign, especially only being like not even 20 weeks along. So we get to the hospital, and they treat me like crap there, because when I'm not at the place that I should be at, that I always go to. The stupid doctor, he's an ER doctor, so he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, checks me, and he's like, oh yeah, I really do think that your cervix is opening. So that was our fear, is that I was going into preterm labor. They're afraid that they were contractions that were, you know, starting off with cramping, because that's kind of what early on contractions feel like. They feel like really bad cramps. So I drove in an ambulance by myself without my husband to a different hospital about 30 minutes away. And I got there, and the lady checked me, and she's like, your cervix is closed, it's tight, it's, you know, it's hard, there's nothing going on, you know. But she said, you are indeed having mild contractions. And she's like, you are on bed rest for a week. I'm like, oh goody. You know, this has never happened before. I never had any kind of complications with either one of my kids. You can hear my daughter in the background. So this was all new to me, and it sucked. It really does. Not being independent and being able to take care of yourself and take care of your kids without someone helping you. I can't even pick up my kids. I know you're not really supposed to anyway, but I still did. I did it when I was pregnant with my daughter. I picked up my son all the time. And I didn't expect that, you know? So I just expected for everything to be fine with my pregnancy. I didn't expect for something like this to happen. But it did. And luckily, I went back to the doctor, and she's like, well, you have a bacterial infection, and that can cause for you to have like false contractions or feel like you are having contractions or something. And I'm like, okay. So apparently that's all that it was. It was just because I had a bacterial infection. I was still on bed rest for a week. She still advises me to take things easily, because, you know, it could happen again. She's not exactly sure if the bacterial infection is what caused everything to happen, but she's like, it could have triggered it. So I'm on antibiotics, I'm getting rid of that, and I'm technically no longer on bed rest, but I still have to take it really easy. I can't pick up my kids. I'm on pelvic rest for a while. So there's that. So it's been a completely different pregnancy, and on top of everything like that, when I walk up and down my stairs here at home, I get out of breath really easily, and I never did that with my kids either. And I just feel like I can't do anything without someone helping me, and I don't like it. the other exciting thing that's going to happen in another week is we're going to find out what the sex of the baby is. We've already had the anatomy scan, and me and my husband, we set up a gender reveal party. So March 7th is when our gender reveal is, and we'll know what the sex of the baby is then. So I'm excited about that. I'm ready to know what this little one is. Yeah, I mean, it's been a normal pregnancy up until that point, and now I can't overdo it, you know? They don't want me to overdo it. They don't want me to continue to have contractions because you can end up dilating and your cervix can't open up, and that's not a good thing. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me. I'm just trying to keep this baby in and try to take it as easy as I can, and yeah, so it's definitely been different, and it's true that every pregnancy is. With my son and my daughter, it was textbook. With this one, not so much. You know, we already had difficulty getting pregnant with this child in the first place, and I really think that it sucks that we're having complications. But it's life, and we take it one day at a time. So that was my update, and I plan on updating again, and I definitely will make a video of the gender reveal. I'm sure that we're probably going to have someone record it, so I'll be posting that up here. And my guess has been since the beginning that it's a boy, and so does a lot of other people, so does even my husband. But it might not be. It could be a girl. There is a 50% chance it's either one. So I don't care either way. I wouldn't even care even if we had 2 boys or if we had 2 girls. I would not care. It doesn't matter. All I want is for us to have a healthy child and for me to stay pregnant until it's time for this baby to come out when they're healthy and they're in its time, you know? That's all I care about. So the gender doesn't really matter to me, but of course I'm excited to know what we're having so that I can start planning. And with my daughter, I still have a lot of her clothes left when she was a baby, and I really don't have any with my son, so if it's a boy, I kind of have to start over. That's okay, it's not a big deal, it's just I'd like to know. I'm pretty sure that that's it. My hair is just funky on one side. Anyway, so I will make another update. I'm hoping that it's smooth sailing from here, that we don't have any more hiccups in the pregnancy. But if something happens, I will be sure to update, because I don't wanna not have any updates. This is the whole point of me starting these in the beginning, and I want to keep doing it, and I'm kind of upset that I've skipped up until now, being 20 weeks. But again, you know, life got in the way, and I just didn't have time to make it. So, but hopefully after now, I can. I'm gonna stop rambling though, and maybe I can get a belly shot. I don't know if I can or not. I'm gonna try. Let's see. I'm not ginormous or anything, but there definitely is a bump there. There you go. See? Boy or girl. Doesn't matter to me. Just stay put until it's time there. So, yep, that was my update. And I will have another update shortly. Bye, guys.